Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936, 168 meetings overall. The Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. I smell fear in that offense.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Carson, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of it. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Kaden. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch the other.
Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 at a 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ready. Mike spot 4. Defense wins championships, baby.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Foles. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. Barkley. He was brought down by Eric Harris. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense. Whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 5 now. Foles go and got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Second and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is no good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He throws it and hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. This is Carson. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. On first down, It's Carson, and he'll get this down only to the 18. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it again with Barkley. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so, as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He spins free. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until...
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll drop the throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Down to hit.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Set to kick off.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, it's Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide. Get wide. 54. Mike, 54. Coming. Kill.
It's Barkley on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone.